Katie, a bubbly blonde with an infectious laugh and a heart full of dreams, was ready to take a leap of faith. With a heart of gold, she walked down the aisle, her eyes sparkling with hope and excitement. She was ready for love, believing that this could be the start of her happily ever after. Tim, a handsome catch with a charming smile, waited at the altar. He seemed confident and ready to meet his bride. The experts matched them, believing they were perfect for each other. But was it a recipe for disaster? Katie struggled with insecurities. Years of bad relationships had left their mark on her heart. Tim initially appeared smitten and eager to make things work. He showered Katie with compliments, making her feel special and cherished. But behind the smiles and laughter, cracks started to appear. Their differences began to surface. Could this be true love after all? Or were they just another mismatched pair in the world of reality TV? The reception buzzed with excitement and joy. Guests mingled, celebrating the new couple's union. Away from the crowd, Tim confessed something shocking. He wasn't attracted to Katie at all. Tim's words to the producer were harsh and blunt. He found Katie not my type, he said. He criticized her appearance and her energy. The producers, hungry for drama, encouraged his honesty. But at what cost? Katie, oblivious to Tim's true feelings, basked in the wedding bliss. She felt like she was living a dream, surrounded by friends and family, celebrating what she thought was the happiest day of her life. She danced, she laughed, she poured her heart out. Every moment felt magical, every laugh genuine. She believed they were starting a beautiful journey together. Tim, however, grew increasingly distant. His eyes wandered, his mind seemed elsewhere. The joy that Katie felt was not mirrored in his demeanour. His body language screamed discomfort. He was closed off, his smiles forced, and his laughter hollow. It was as if he was a stranger in his own celebration. Later that night, the truth unravelled. Under the soft glow of the evening lights, the facade began to crack. Tim, fueled by liquid courage, confessed his lack of attraction to Katie. His words were blunt, his tone unfeeling. His words, laced with criticism, shattered her. The joy of the day turned into a nightmare in an instant. Katie's insecurities roared to life. Every doubt she had ever buried came rushing back, overwhelming her. The cameras caught every tear, every broken word. The gaslighting was cruel. The night that began with so much promise ended in heartbreak. The sun rose, casting a harsh light on the wreckage of the previous night. The city slowly came to life, but for Katie and Tim, the morning brought a sense of dread and regret. The events of the previous night replayed in their minds, each moment more painful than the last. Katie, eyes red and swollen, faced Tim. Her heart ached with the weight of his words, and she struggled to hold back fresh tears. The vulnerability in her eyes was unmistakable. The air crackled with tension, neither knew what to say. The silence between them growing heavier with each passing second. The park, usually a place of solace, now felt like a battleground. Tim, full of remorse, tried to explain his drunken honesty. He stumbled over his words, desperate to make her understand that he didn't mean to hurt her. His eyes pleaded for forgiveness. He backpedaled, claiming attraction would grow. He spoke of potential and future possibilities, but his words felt hollow. Katie could see through the facade, recognizing the emptiness in his promises. Katie, heartbroken and humiliated, saw through the facade. The damage was done. She felt a deep sense of betrayal, and the trust she once had in Tim was shattered. She turned away, unable to bear the sight of him. Their future, once bright with promise, now seemed bleak. The dreams they had shared felt distant and unattainable. The love that once connected them was now overshadowed by doubt and pain. Meanwhile, in a parallel universe, another MAFS couple, Dave and Jamie, were falling head over heels. Their laughter echoed through the park, a stark contrast to the somber mood between Katie and Tim. Their instant connection only highlighted the chasm between Tim and Katie. While one couple found joy and harmony, the other was left to pick up the pieces of a broken relationship.